Hello and welcome back to this playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. Well, we got we got some stuff to update. Where is there's some way to update the courtyard? Where is that? Is it down here? Is it down here? Where is it? How do I update the courtyard? Where is oh, I think it's where is it? Um oh, there it is. It's up there. Okay. Promised both welcoming and protective for all its seek its support, or investment in the recruitment and training of its soldiers so that all who wish to fight are put to best use. Let's go infirmary. I guess we're not going to see the change until maybe we leave and come back, I think.
Inquisitor? You find the strangest things, Inquisitor. Interesting altogether, though.
Yeah, we're never going to find all of those. I suppose maybe I could do that off camera. Go look up where all the stuff is and go get it. Utility and comfort, reverence and reflection. We're going that way. Alright. Now, let's go back to the war room. And I believe Cassandra things should be ready. I could look in my journal and tell you, but I'm not going to. Okay, who's reporting back for me? What is this? Measuring veil strength. How long is that going to take? Oh, long time. Okay. So we can go there now, right? I think.
I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager.
Wonder of wonders. Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
Amulet of Power. I guess that's an amulet of power for Sarah. Well, let's follow up, I guess. Why are we trying to get an alliance?
Let's see what we have.
Let's go that way. Oh, I need Liliana for that. What's this? Okay, fine.
Let us begin.
Okay. Completed. Oh. Well, Sutherland is gonna have to wait, I guess. Okay, so we have a new area to go to, I believe. Waiting for anything to be updated. Oh, we acquired an amulet of power. Probably for Sarah is my guess. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. We want to go back in here and... Okay, here we go. Let's do Cassandra's thingy. I actually don't think anybody but Cassandra's going to have anything to say. So, I don't know, let's take Varric. And Dorian. Why not? I haven't had Dorian in my party for a while, I think. I don't want to step on anybody's dialogue. Okay, Dorian needs to level. Okay, what can we do with you, Dorian? I think we should do that. And you know what I need to do with Dorian? I need to get him set up in a way that I'm used to for the Inquisitor. I don't know how to use that stuff. That's all he really knows, right? Yep, that's all he really knows. Alright, let's go.
Care Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Oh, hi. Here we go again. Oh, they're in there.
Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Cultists? Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Out of the way. Ah, let me through. Let me through.
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
Hi there. Where is everybody? There you are. Whoa, whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists?
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
We'll find them, Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
I, I have yet to find a sigil that I'd like. Okay, yeah. Actually, I found one. It increases attack, but it destroys your ability to have any critical hit chance, which might work out for some of my warrior folk. But I don't see how it's going to work out for anybody else. It might work out for my warrior folk. Kill them all! Okay, Max, cool it. My God, Max, jeez. Order of the Fiery Promise. How long is this thing? It's pretty long. Read it offline. How come I can't get a maybe I can get a throne like this, but I don't know how. Although, actually, where do you sit? There doesn't actually be... It's not deep enough to sit on. Do you just stand here? I don't know. My goodness. How good is this? It's not terribly good. I was thinking about giving it to Cassandra. Is that red lyrium growing out of that thing? It is.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him...
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies! He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
Would he really work with these cultists?
I intend to find out.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
What are these things? Oh, dogs. Okay, they're dogs. Yeah, this one I might see using. I haven't crafted any armor yet, I don't oh, I did in Haven. But I haven't crafted any since I got to Skyhole. Fade, touch. Okay, it's cool. Oh, crap. I didn't look at it. I just grabbed it. I didn't think it was going to be any good. Maybe it is. I don't know what it is. Wait a minute. We might be missing out on a loot chest, not... Behind this, there might be a loot chest. Yeah, well, money. Ah, Cassandra.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help.
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
He's completely mad, isn't he?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
He was insane. He had to be.
Oops.
The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
If so, the plan worked perfectly.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this Book of Secrets.
Okay, but first we have to loot. We always loot, Cassandra. You know that. We always loot. Oh, well, this is not very good, is it? No. Okay, I think that's about it. Alright, let's return to Skyhold, as you wish. I really would like to lock in a romance with Cassandra before doing the Winter Palace. Okay, let's follow up with Cassandra. I kind of also want to get the romance going because before doing Durian's thing, because you can just fall
This
into
tome
romance
has
with
passed
Durian.
from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker, since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
I assume you know about the Rite of Tranquility. The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the rite, from the beginning.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
Well, that's what Solus is worried about.
I can't foresee the future, Cassandra.
But we know the past. Those who do not heed history are doomed to repeat it.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
If If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile, you can.
But are they worth rebuilding?
You could make them worth it.
I will think on your words. Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Codex on... Didn't we already know about the Rite of Tranquility? Would have thought so. Is there anything up here? I think we already got it. Whoa! Woo! Just leveled up. Here's that same painting that's in Blackwall's thing. Oh, we acquired a new throne. Let's see. What else is there to do? Is this our new courtyard? Is it fixed yet? I don't know if it looks terribly different than it ever did. I don't know. Doesn't look that different to me. What about the garden?
That's the lock. Strange bit of kit for a fortress, but no one else has them, that's for sure.
Okay, this is different. Something to read. And I have no idea what I just read. No clue. I don't think this has changed any here. Oh, well, now we got people praying in here. Okay. Let's go to Val Royale. Yeah, yes, here we go. Josephine's over there. Let's go by ourselves. We don't need a whole crew with us. Yeah, this whole deal with Samson is much less interesting than the Calpurnia stuff. I say that because, of course, you go to a house in Calpurnia and find out some stuff. You find a memory crystal or something like that. And that's really interesting. And then you have a way you actually can convince Calpurnia to not get into a boss fight with you.
Divine. She is lost. We are lost.
Lost from sight, but not from mind or heart.
Fool, we are estranged. Our chant is unheard.
Perhaps your chant. Who then the fool? Who then? Who then?
Closure and good night.
Okay. Right.
Disaster is what it is, and you know it.
Theirs were not the only houses affected by the loss of heaven.
The land is only part. The girl has run off to the Inquisition.
A calling deeper than death to a name.
We weren't trying to step on your toes.
I know that, but you can't just stroll around like you have sanction.
The thief literally ran into us. We didn't go hunting in the name of the Inquisition.
Look, the Ruffles in charge are nervous. Just keep the swords tied. I'm not kicking anyone out yet.
Oh, and I can level. What should I do? I don't know. Oh yeah, I was gonna go down to that.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert's invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
I didn't know my armor was so patterned. It's a good view of my armor, a better view than I've ever had.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
Who's sending these assassins?
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royal. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
I'll do what I can to stop these attacks, Josephine.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I think I may know how. The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montily's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
The House of Repose has some nerve sending a killer to greet us.
Hardly anyone in the League isn't trained for this, Inquisitor. The contract on Lady Montile's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Duparequet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, Ellie. May we conclude with my departure?
I've never done it this way before. Let's do it.
Not on your life.
As you wish.
Maybe I should have brought a crew, huh?
That's the last of them.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Poivert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Yeah, the other times I played this, I let him go. But not this time. One less assassin in the world. Yep. That's good. I don't care how polite the dude was. Didn't realize he'd bring in allies. Don't we have to talk to Josephine?
Inquisitor?
He spent his life in the circle. Perhaps a tailored coat from Valroyo? He can't wear armor all the time.
He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador.
That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it, isn't it?
I wonder who you're talking about.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last Du Paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. will require a noble from Val Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Leliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royaux?
If destroying the original contract will satisfy the Guild, I say we do it.
But I'm sure my plan will work, Inquisitor.
Whatever happens, I'll assign you more guards. The House of Repose won't be idle long.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the Du Paraquets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin. Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Why did the Du Paraquets hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
A Montilier and a Du Paraquet fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently, it's a wonder any survived. It's fortunate the Du Paraquets' descendants hold no grudges.
What if the Du Paraquets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Du Paraquets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs. Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Val Royaux's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royaux if we want to make the Du Paraquets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Du Paraquets as lords.
Alright. So I got some operations available. But I think we are going to end this episode here. Probably go into the war room. And pick one. I think maybe elevating the Du Paraquets back to nobility might be nice. It'll take longer, but I think it might be nice to have the Du Paraquets restored. So I think we'll probably go that way. I think Lilith... I mean, I don't see why we should respect the assassins at all, but we get to do something for somebody, so something nice for somebody to turn them back into lords. So probably go that way. But that's enough for this episode. Until next time, have a nice day.